Hello, and welcome to my very first cozy stream. I've never done this before, and this is the very first time I am doing a live stream. Finally, I gathered all the courage to actually do it because I love playing cozy games and hanging out with you guys and like building a cozy community around me. But um, well, part of it was, I think a few months ago, I didn't really have all the setup that I have now. Um, but then now I have a microphone and I have a webcam, and I could actually start doing some more live streams of my favorite cozy games. Um, yeah, thank you so much for everyone who has been so encouraging and like providing me all of the support and the words of encouragement. It really meant a lot to me because I don't think I'm like that good in front of a camera, and so this is kind of like a newer thing, and I also don't have a CPU, so then I'm actually streaming with only my MacBook Air, and we'll see how it goes. I don't think Tiny Bookshop is gonna like take a lot of GPU power and stuff, so I think it should be fine. But let me know in the comments below if there's like any weird tech issues, and then I would look at it and fix it for my next stream. Yeah, but this game, Tiny Bookshop, has been like one of my favorite games of this year. There were a lot of cozy game releases this year, I would say, but not a lot that actually stood out to me, but Tiny Bookshop is one of them. And hello, Moonpie. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I am still learning about all the streaming and all the chat in here, and I'm looking at the screen, and then oh, and then I made a whole design of this like overlay here. I just used Canva actually, and it was pretty easy. I mean, there was a lot of like pieces that I have to search and look for the right sticker vibe that I want, but I kind of like it. I love the little UFO up here, and then all the plans. I made like the waiting room in the beginning kind of overlay screen. And so yeah, I'm so excited to finally be able to share it with you all. But I want to start just playing Tiny Bookshop for maybe a couple hours, and then yeah, just hang out with you all. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Let me do this. And yeah, look, I have a little tiny turtle here and a mushroom too, and I just love all the overlays that I could do with this. It makes me excited. Okay, so Tiny Bookshop, I have been playing for maybe about 7 hours, I want to say. I'm still in like the first season, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So in here, if you look at my calendar right now, so when the game first started, you start with summer day 1, just like any other kind of cozy game, farming sim type of games. It always starts with the first of a season. You've played 30 hours. That's a lot. You definitely beat me then. I am not near that. But also I feel like I'm the kind of gamer who I like to jump from like one game to another. So then I rarely get stuck with only one game, and then I would play 30 or 40 hours in it. Very rare. I think probably the last time I did that, it was like either a Pokemon game or like Stardew Valley, maybe. So I've been doing that. I've been like jumping around a lot of games, but Tiny Bookshop, I just keep coming back because it's just so comfortable and just so cozy. But anyway, yeah, I'm in summer day 21, and for those of you who are not familiar with the game, It's basically you're managing a tiny bookshop, and then you meet all these characters, you know, in the town, which I love because I feel like each of the character NPC has its own like character and their own storyline, and then you can help them with like little quests as you go throughout the game. So I love that part. And then these are all the locations I've unlocked so far. So I see there. Oh no, this is the stems actually. But yeah, the stems, it's basically kind of like achievements that you can accomplish at each of the locations. So like at the waterfront, for example, like I need to throw the dog a treat and then I would get a stamp. But there are 3 locations that I haven't unlocked yet. So let's see where we want to go today. I have 222 coins. I have all the books that I need. Let's maybe go, and there's no like event or anything, I don't think, right? Yeah, so I could just go anywhere. Tomorrow there's a mega savings day. All the best discounts in one place. So I guess I could like stock up on some books or maybe some of the decor for my tiny bookshop, is my guess. Alright, I'm gonna go to Cafe Liberté. So this is the part where you are stocking your shelf. And let's see here. So crime book sale chance 35%, 40% for drama. There's fact, genre, fantasy, classic, and then I know you guys are blocked with my face on these 2, but there's the kids genre books and then the travel genre. So I need to stock up on some kids, and then let me put some more fact books in there. Maybe some more fantasy as well. So it's more like balance in terms of the books that I'm selling. Maybe travel, maybe some travel. I have a lot of travel books in my stock here, so I should probably put some travel in there. So the highest sale chance. Oh, so for example here, if you look at the screen at the classic, there's like a plus 2% from Sickly Fern, it says, or plus 1% from Fiddle Fig, or plus 1% from Broken Typewriter. So these are kind of like the extra benefits that I got from the items that I have in my tiny bookshop. It like either increase or decrease the chance of a specific genre to be selling. And let me put some more of the drama. And I'll put one more kids. Alright, and then Sunday, summer the 21st. Yeah, I just really love... I just feel like this game stood out to me this year because the idea is so unique, but it's such a simple mechanic. And the way they do all the art style, the aesthetic, the creative direction is just so good. Hello, Ghost Host 1991. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming. Okay, so Mariam is one of the characters here. First, our association's compendium from 1798 establishes status. A good vendor, you must know thy customer. So do you truly know what the patrons of your shop want? true. And the fact that we can take all the time in the world to choose one book is amazing. Yes, exactly. Moon Pie, I agree with you. And hi, Jason. Nice to see you here. Thanks for tuning in. This is our like book expert. You're the book expert, Jason. Okay, so I have a challenge unlocked. Give 3 successful recommendations at the cafe. Okay. So some of these recommendations I feel like are so hard, but some of them are super easy too. So you'll see what I mean later. And yeah, I just love the whole world building in here. Ooh, hold on, I need to help this person. Okay, so it says, let me put your skills to the test. I want to learn more about our history, and I don't mind if it's a little outdated. Abridgment of Murray's English grammar is one of my all-time favorites. And what is surprising to me is that all of these book titles are like actual real books. Before the game was released, I thought the book titles were going to be all made up. So that was a bit of a nice surprise when I saw it, like just how real it is. All right, so this person, she wants to learn about history. So I'm thinking probably not a fantasy book, maybe a fact book. Probably a fact. She doesn't mind if the book is old. And then her favorite book is this one. Grammar's entirely made up. It can't hurt you, but since most of us have to practice it anyway, why not make it fun with this early 19th century American school guide? Okay, so let's see here. Zaha Hadid. This is an architect. So no, not that one. Traditional building techniques. Have you ever looked at an old city's houses, castles, and bridges and asked yourself, how did they build that? This book illustrates the greatest building techniques of all time. Okay, I like a little bit of history. Medieval carpentry. Woodworking tips and tricks from the days. Okay. The Anthropocene Reviewed. Turned from a podcast into John Green's first nonfiction book. This is more of like a recent book, and I think she's looking more for like an older book. So either I think the Medieval Carpentry, published in 1984, or the Traditional Building Techniques. I want to say I'm gonna go with the Medieval Carpentry. Let's see what she says. Oh yeah, okay. She likes it. Nice. And then I could like water my plants, and I got the benefits of the plants for like, I don't know, like 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Even though it's raining, so technically I don't have to water my plants, I guess. And I have a coffee machine as well, which would give a lot of benefits as well when I click it. What is this? I cannot believe this mega savings rubbish. It's such a shame. Tilda, come on. That mega corp can only afford to drive down prices so much because they underpay their workers. Meanwhile, our local shops cannot keep up with the low prices and one-stop shopping, so they're closing left, right, and center. In any case, I recommend you shop at our local markets instead. Yeah, so I think that's what I like about this game. It's not just about the books, but it's more about like the people and the town, the city itself, and like the community, and there's like some sort of a story to it. I think that's what I love about it. All right, this guy, hello. I'm here on research. I'm up for something humorous. Also, a travel guide might be nice, but I'd prefer something not too tragic. Okay, so humorous and travel. Let's see here. Not too tragic. Catching carps. Reel in this absolute catch of a book because Carpim's fishing trip is something special, weaving together carp facts, personal philosophy, and globe-trotting tales. The author shares all his wisdom. Rambles in Germany and Italy. Painful memory, she returned to... Okay, that's not humorous. Discovering the greater Buxton region. That's not humorous. The Book of Tea. Probably not that one. And sometimes what makes this hard is it says, you know, like this guy says, also a travel guide might be nice, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's looking for a travel genre book, which makes this a bit tricky sometimes. So I'm just gonna skim through this. Paradise, what is this? Morrison herself wanted to call this book War. Her groundbreaking novel, no, that's not humorous. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. So far, I think Catching Carps is probably the closest to it, but I'm not too sure. These are just fantasy books. Oh, The Maze Runner. I was just watching it the other day. Love Maze Runner. The only novel Emily Bronte ever wrote is... Okay, not that one. Confess. Not that one. This one is a little tricky. There's not really one that's hitting all that he's asking. So I'm gonna go with just the Catching Carps and then see how it is. Oh, that's sad. My bad. He doesn't like my recommendation. That's the hard part. I don't think any of the books there is hitting what he wanted. I wonder when the game developer is doing research and like building this world of Buxton Bury by the Sea, I think is the name of the town. Like where are they basing it from? Like what city and where? I would love to know that. Maybe they won't like any of the books. Yeah, that's true. I think no matter what I recommended to that guy, he would just hate all of them. Okay, so this one, I'm looking for possible holiday destinations. Do you have anything like 1,000 places to see before you die? I'm on a deadline. Okay. So like a travel book then, if this is the case. Oh, wait, what is their favorite book? This original bucket list contains a wide variety of stunning places around the globe. A must-have in every globe-trotter's library, even if it's purely aspirational. So around the world in 80 days. This is a famous book. Maybe that's an option. Definitely not like this one, which is just kind of local to Buxton Bay. I would say I think Around the World in 80 Days are kind of the winner here. Let's try it. Yay. Glad you like it. There was another game that came out around the same time that Tiny Bookshop came out, which is also about selling books, but it's more of a simulator. I forgot the name. I think it's called the Bookshop Simulator or something like that. Yeah, some customers are difficult. Jason, I agree with you. It's not the easiest game sometimes. But that Bookshop Simulator game also looked quite interesting. I've just never really tried playing a simulator like that. Okay, so at the end of the day, I could buy books to stock up what I already have. So this one is free, so this is a no-brainer. Of course I'm gonna take this one, it's free. And then I don't have a lot of money. It's kind of hard to... Hi, Cozy Leafa. Nice to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it. Making money in this game is actually harder than it should be, in my opinion. Like, usually in this kind of game, I feel like it's so easy to make money. But they make it harder, which I actually kind of like, because then it becomes a bit more challenging to me. Hi, Muichiro H7D. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. We are doing great. Let's see here. So maybe I should do... I'm just gonna do this one. The 40 coins for now. Okay, that's perfect because I got 27 books of fact and I am running low before, so that's perfect. And then, do I need a cooler? What would a cooler do? Huh, maybe I should just try it and then go to the beach location. For 95 coins. Oh, there is cooler. So while it's sunny, it says the benefits is I get 2 seconds inspiration duration, 2% to customer count, and then while equipped, minus 15% to classy effects and plus 2 coins daily expenses. Okay. Do I need that? I don't feel like I need it right now. Maybe I should just save up for a round table so then I could put more stuff on it. Yeah, then I'm gonna do that. So I'm not gonna buy anything else for now. All right, so it's time for mega savings again. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Leafa. I recently, yesterday and today, I spent a few hours trying to make and create some of these borders that you see here, and then also in the previous screen. Since it's my first ever live stream, I wanted to make it look nice. And I love doing that. I love doing design stuff and like graphic design and things, so I really enjoyed it. Okay, so what is this mega savings? Dear valued mega member, it's that time of the week again. We welcome you to the savings of your life. Like Black Friday then. Or at least the remaining week. So hurry on over to the marché today. Okay. So I should go to the Mega Marché today. Let's see here what they have. All right, so I need to stock up some books. Let's put some crime. Hi, Jans. I'm so glad to see you here. You're really the first person. Fun fact, you're the first person ever since I created my cozy content creation. You're the first person who asked me when would I do a live stream. And since then, I have been thinking about it, and until just today is when I like actually pulled the trigger. So I really appreciated you for asking me the very first time back in June, I think, like late June or early July. So I'm so glad to see you here. Hi Kyle, thanks for coming in. I can't wait to see you sometime soon, hopefully. Too bad you're not in LA anymore. Let's see here. Drama. Okay, let's put some more drama books and some classic books. And then, yeah, definitely some travel books because it's running low. And then fantasy, maybe? I'll put some fantasy in there. Thank you, Jans. I was really inspired by a lot of the other streamers, the cozy streamers out there. And I've always wanted to do streaming, but it's just like, you know, it's sometimes I just kept procrastinating, and I didn't really know how to do all the tech equipment setup and OBS and all of that stuff. So finally put in the time to like look deeper into it. And so yeah, I'll be now streaming a lot more games in the future. Maybe an Orlando trip can happen. I would love to go to Orlando again. It's been a while. And let's put... What is the biggest sale chance right now I have? I guess it depends on the stocks of book that I have. So I'll just put more drama and then I'll go ahead. I love doing this in this location where I could click the Mega Marché sign multiple times until it like broke. So it's just those little things in the map that I love. Like this bird that I could just click multiple times. Hi Nisanu. Thank you for coming in. Nice to see you here. We're just streaming some Tiny Bookshop today, and it also happens to be my first stream. So thanks for all the support. Ooh, it's quite a lot of people right now. Harper, hello, is it okay if I read here again? Thanks, I like this corner over here. To do the summer, we haven't even finished our first sandcastle yet. Okay. Whoa, this is a lot of people, like way more than usual. It's probably because of that mega savings day, so then it's just like a lot more people than usual. Alright, so this person. Perfect weather for a new book. I just need an absolutely gut-wrenching tragedy. Also, I feel like reading a literary fiction novel. So, a fiction novel. So maybe kind of like in the, maybe not a fact, but a classic genre is my guess. But she wanted a tragedy. Okay, so Gulliver's Travels is definitely not a tragedy. The Importance of Being Earnest, a hilarious and clever tale and a must-read for any fans of the Irish writer. Yeah, not tragedy. Henry VI, that's not a tragedy. So maybe in fantasy? A dark and dangerous story about fate, sorcery, and monstrous creatures. That's very fantastical. This is a dramatic modern classic of speculative sci-fi. Probably not that one. Gregor the Overlander. Gregor discovers a hidden world beneath New York City, a dangerous fantasy adventure for young readers. I don't think it's that one. A literary fiction novel. So it has to be something that's like a literary book. It's kind of hard, actually. Definitely not travel books. Maybe I just don't have the book that she's asking. A literary fiction novel that's a tragedy. I think probably... yeah, I don't know. I feel like this one, the Henry VI. I don't have a lot of options. I'm just gonna go with that. I don't think she'll like it though. Oh, she does. Okay. That's not really a tragedy though. That's not a gut-wrenching tragedy with the Henry VI Part 1 book. But okay. Okay, another one. I'm sorry, I have to pick up my kid in a bit. I want gore galore, so definitely a crime book. I'm out of crime books though. Okay, but like, she really enjoys the Hunger Games. That's not like a gore galore. So maybe the Maze Runner. That's a very similar vibe to the Hunger Games. Let me just try that. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of people to be packed into a tiny bookshop. Okay, so this one. What a week. I love animals so much. Also, I can only commit to something with less than 200 pages. That sounds like me. I don't think I could read really thick books. I just get kind of bored with it sometimes. So anything with animals. Animals. This one has monstrous creatures. I don't know if that's not an animal. Oh, hi, Danny. Nice to see you here. Thanks for making it to my first stream. Fellow Bay Area people. Thank you for coming in and thanks for always supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, so which one isn't like an animal book? I still haven't found it. Oh, this one, I guess? The Invasion? Only 90s kids will remember wanting the ability to spontaneously transform into an animal? No, that's not... I mean, it's animal and tangential. Is it like a travel book, maybe? No, they don't have animals in there. The Last Wish. This is no, not that sci-fi book. So the only book that mentions animal is basically this one, the kids book then. Let me just try that. Oh, perfect. Okay. She likes it. Klaus. Hey, how's it hanging? I still feel like something's missing in my writing. So, Klaus, the backstory of him is that he's trying to write a song, I believe. He's a songwriter and he's feeling kind of uninspired and stuck right now with his songwriting. Okay, so I need to figure this out or I'll keep letting the band down. Yeah, he's in the band. I remember that. Okay, so this one. I tend to read lesser known works. I quite like historical settings, and I'm getting more into nonfiction these days. So if it's nonfiction, it's probably going to be in the fantasy genre, or it could be a classic genre, but not a fact book. Historical settings, maybe Gulliver's Travels? Because the others don't really have historical settings in them. Yeah, because the fact books, nonfiction. Yeah, the fact books are. Oh wait, no, fact books are nonfiction. Okay, yeah. So then he would like a fact book then. I was reading that wrong. So historical, probably traditional building techniques. That sounds so boring. But it does have a historical setting, I guess. Or architecture in Britain? 1530 to 1830, maybe that one. An insight into the forgotten anecdotes of history, which was hugely popular in 1953 and still makes for an entertaining read. However, most of these historical theories have since been disproven. This one he might like as well, The Secret History of Buxtonbury. I quite like historical settings and I'm getting more. Maybe this one. Let me try this. Nice. Brilliant. The Secret History of Buxtonbury. So cool and niche. Secret History of Buxtonbury seems dope. Okay. New Memory, an album for the ages. Walk those hollow halls of history. Oh hell yeah, I didn't know historical books could be so metal. Did you see that thing in from the Marche yet? Yeah, apparently that's our new mascot. Oh, we got a mascot now. It's supposed to be Saint Buxton. Yeah, I got a, what do you call this? Like the Steam thingy achievement. Selling 30 books a day. Hi, Gabby. Nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in all the way from Indonesia. It's morning for you. Thanks for supporting my stream and my channel. Really appreciate it. Okay, so that's the end of the day. Yay, I think I made a lot of money because of the big sale that was happening, so that's good. I got the Christie collection. I should maybe stock up on this because I'm running a bit low on my crime books. Let me do that. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Should I customize my bookshop? Let's see here. I think I have all the items already in there. Yeah, and then if I want to buy more items, I have to go to the flea market. I like the color already, or should I kind of play with the color a little bit? Maybe the roof. I kind of like the roof being dark green. Confirm. Wait, how do I do that? Okay, that's green. Okay, confirm. There you go. Where should we go? I customized the book colors and can no longer tell which ones are which. That's funny. So there's no event. I guess I could just go anywhere. Oh wait, I want to see the mascot, which is, where did he say again it was? Is that where I was before? No, it was somewhere else, I think. Oh, I don't think I've ever been to the castle ruins. Let me try this place. So my books are all sold out from yesterday, so that's good. But I have to restock everything. Some kids' books. I'll put it in the bottom, so then the kids could reach it. Going with the realism here. Let me put some fact books and some fantasy, some drama in there. I have a lot of classic books. I should like really push for that actually. Let me just put a bunch of classic books. Only 2 for travel. I'll replace some of the kids' books with travel. And then I'll put more classic on top of the drama. Okay. Yeah, this is a new location that I recently unlocked. I've never played in this location. Stamp collected, a piece of history. Visit the castle. It feels like you went back in time. Ooh, this is cool. Yeah, I've never seen this map before. Oh, so pretty. I just love the art direction of this game. What is this? Preppy Pioneer. Pipit and hello. Are you joining the Pipit Pioneers? What is a Pipit? How can you not know what a Pipit is? Do you live under a rock? The coolest birds. The meadow pipit is the mascot. Okay, they're like an outdoor exploration kind of a group. Pioneer Captain Anne is the leader, I guess. Okay. Scary campfire stories. Okay, challenge unlocked. Campfire badge. Show the Pipit Pioneers some scary stories to tell during their campfire nights. Okay. Oh, they want to buy my books. Okay. Wait, click on the cannon. Oh, there's a cannon. Oh, that one. I mean, I cannot click it now, but I'll do it later. Okay, so this one. I want to read a horror story. Oh, Nissa. Yeah. That's how you think, right? Like, if you're a bookshop owner, you would want to put the kids' books at the bottom. I don't know why I put the crime on top. But that's how I think. I just immediately put the kids' books at the bottom shelf. Okay, so this guy, I'm a fan of books like The Shining. Okay, so violence is optional but appreciated. Okay. Um, I feel like there's a bunch of option really. This is a Carrie, the horror. High schooler Carrie White is mercilessly bullied by her peers and abused by her religious mother. So there's violence in there. I think I just go with Carrie. I mean, there's like, it's checking all the boxes of what he wants. Nice. That's easy. But this cannon. Okay, let me click the cannon. Is it actually? Oh, it's actually shooting the. That's funny. The cannonball. You know, I've never seen the movie Carrie, Danny. So I actually don't know how good it is in the movie, or I've never read the book either. Oh, hi, Steph. I didn't see you and you're in the chat before. Thanks for coming in. And you used to play a game called Shelf by Shelf. I think I saw that as well the other day. I think it's a recent release, right? Like after Tiny Bookshop. I've never played that before. I feel like it's hard to beat this game in this genre of book selling, to be honest. It's me then, I'm sure. Oh, this is Anne. So this is the leader of that group, I guess, that feels like a cult at this point. They kind of look like a cult. Is this? Oh, I could. Oh. I could see with the binocular. Okay. Stamp collected for Books and Beery. Gather 100 coins for beach gear. Okay. The sandcastles are taking... Okay, I guess I completed a challenge. I forgot what that challenge is. Okay. This one, I'd really like something with folklore elements. So like a fiction, probably. Like a fantasy book. I tend to read lesser known works. I'm a fan of books like Valperga. So Valperga is a classic book. Bookshop Simulator has a lot more going on, but no story or characters and is more intense, so not nearly as cozy. Yeah, that's kind of the... When I looked at the trailer of the Bookshop Simulator, it's... I don't think that's a cozy game, per se. And these simulators, I think what kind of makes me not feel like playing it, the graphics and the art style are just kind of not really my vibe, you know? Like books, like the Tiny Bookshop art style is very nice to look at. All those simulators, like I recently watched the fast food simulator as well, which was so funny to watch, like just people playing it on YouTube. But it was so chaotic, and I just don't like kind of the art style of it, you know? Like it's just not as inviting and cozy to me. All right, Valperga, a historical novel set in the Middle Ages by certified goth nerd Mary Shelley. Mirroring the struggles of women in Shelley's time, the female protagonist must choose between love and political liberty. Yeah, that's good to know stuff. Yeah, it is more recent than Tiny Bookshop. That's how I remember it too, the shelf by shelf game. And also, I feel like because I don't have a Steam Deck or a Windows PC, it really limits my gaming to only games that are compatible with Mac. I still find a lot of like good games via Steam, but definitely not all the games. I've been thinking about getting a Steam Deck, but I don't know if my MacBook Air could handle me streaming Steam Deck with like a capture card. I don't know. I've been going back and forth with the Steam Deck, so if anyone has any thoughts, let me know. I just don't know if my MacBook Air could handle it. But so far, I think with this game is fine. All right, folklore elements. And so this is interesting because she wants a folklore elements of a book, but she's a fan of a book that is basically, I don't see any folklore in there. Like the Valperga book. I don't, it's about like, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Journey to the West. A mischievous shapeshifter embarks on a legendary adventure based on folk tales and legends in this timeless Chinese classic. That actually might work because it's based on folk tales and legends. Should I just go with this one? I feel like so. Ah, nice. The customers look like a generated Ken and Barbie knockoffs. That's funny. The capture card is really just sending the visual into your computer via an HDMI. The console it's streaming from is still doing the heavy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So maybe it doesn't add a lot of like GPU. It wouldn't like take a lot of more GPU power, I guess, from my MacBook Air. I'll still think about it. I'm kind of hoping that they would have a discount for Steam Deck OLED for Black Friday. I don't think they had a discount last year though, so I don't think they probably would do it this year. Let me just buy this box of books that's really cheap. I really want to save money to buy this round table, but the thing is, right now I have enough coins, but if I buy that, I would only have 12 coins left. So I should probably not buy it right now. Okay. And then let's see here. Where's my, I want to see my stamps. See if there is a stamp that we could try to accomplish. Oh, this one might be good. Sell 15 drama books at the lighthouse, and I've completed 13 out of 15. So this should be an easy one. Let's do that. Let's go to the lighthouse. We haven't been there. Wait, it's a drama book, right? The stamps? Yeah, drama books. So let me put a bit more drama in here. Let's make the other ones to be just equal amount. Let's put a bit more travel in there. Let's put some more crime. Let's put one fact book, and I'm gonna put 2 more of the drama. Okay. I am so thirsty. Need some water. Okay, so this one, I'm into horror and I enjoy literary fiction novels. Okay, so horror, literary fiction novels. Probably if it's a fiction novels, then it's gotta be like a fantasy or like crime. I guess I could do crime. But like horror. Angels and Demons. Is that horror? The first in a series of thrilling mystery novels. But what did the mysterious Illuminati have to do with it all? I think there was a period in my life, I don't even remember when, maybe high school or university, that I was really into the Illuminati and I was like really looking into it. I remember, I think when I was in high school, and Lady Gaga was like rising into the prominence of the entertainment industry, and she went to this like a Met Gala or something, right, with a dress that is made of meat, like actual raw meat. And I for some reason, like during those times, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that came out of that, and how she's just very like out there and eccentric with how she dresses, and her music videos at the time were very like grotesque. And so there were a lot of conspiracy theories that said Lady Gaga was, you know, part of the Illuminati or something like that. For some reason, that period, I was like really drawn into this sort of like bigger kind of secret organization mystery kind of a thing. The Angels and Demons. Yeah, Angels and Demons is part of the Da Vinci Code series. I like that movie actually with Tom Hanks, I think. I like the was it the trilogy? I think it was 3 movies from that. Yeah, the Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, and then the third movie was Inferno. So this one, I think okay, horror. Either fantasy or crime. I want to say, I think we should just go with the Angels and Demons. But it's not a horror though. So I'm a little conflicted now. This is a virus. The test subjects of a virus experiment develop strong physical blah blah blah. Okay, that's not a horror. I'm gonna go with the Angels and Demons because I don't see any other option that is like horror. Yeah, no. She doesn't like it because it's not a horror per se. Even recently with her latest tour, but yes, I remember the theories around her. Yeah. I think that was like, I don't even remember what year. It was like maybe 2009 or 2010-ish era. She's definitely toned kind of her eccentricity. Well, how do you say that word? I don't even know. Like she's not as eccentric anymore as from back then. Like she really kind of toned it down for some reason. I wouldn't mind starting a new series. I'm into coming of age stories, and also I'm a bit of a What is a fan? YA? What is a YA? Okay. So coming of age stories. That would be kind of like a drama or a classic is my guess. Like this one, Red, White, and Royal Blue. This is a coming of age. The charming, cheeky, and slightly steamy rom-com where a first son of America falls in love with the British crown prince, causing chaos, scandal, and plenty of swooning moments. I still want to see that movie. I haven't seen that movie yet. It was like taking the social media by storm a little, that movie, when it came out. That book is hilarious. Are you talking about the Red, White, and Royal Blue? Yeah, maybe I should watch that movie. I think I would enjoy it. The movie butchers the book. That's sad. But a lot of movies do that. You love. I think it's gotta be this one. I think she would like this book, Red, White, and Royal Blue. Yeah, there it is. I'll just pick out a new book if that's okay. I used to read books a lot more, but I think the past few years I haven't. I used to really like reading fiction books, like especially the Hunger Games trilogy, the Maze Runner trilogy. I love those. There was also this one book that I kept forgetting. Oh, The Almighty is the name of that book. It's like a 1970 or 1980s like it's like a fiction detective book, and I think my mom recommended it to me. It was really good, and I normally don't really read old books like that, but if you want to search that, The Almighty, I think the protagonist name is Victoria, if I remember correctly. That book is quite good. And then the last book that I not read but listen because it's an audiobook is Crying in H Mart. Oh my god, that book, I cried listening to that audiobook. It was so good. Crying in H Mart. Voyage of the Damned. I've never heard about that, Danny. A mystery murder. Okay, this guy, I'm on research. It needs to be science fiction, and I could go for a tragic story. Science fiction and tragic story. Probably like either a drama. Is Lemise a tragic story? 19th century Paris, a man running from the law just wants a chance to live his life. Injustice is everywhere, but resistance is brewing, and love is not far. Don't expect anyone to sing or you'll be disappointed. I don't think that's a tragic story. An American in Germany turned spy during World War II is facing trial as a Nazi war criminal. Does the vital role he inadvertently played in the Nazi propaganda machine make him guilty? Hmm. Science fiction and a tragic story. Not this one. It's probably not a crime book. The fantasy can be a little too fantastical to what he's looking, which is a tragic story. Maybe this one. Lucy is hired as a governess in Villette, France, where she faces loneliness, illness, friendship, and eventually love. A novel famous for its plot twists thanks to a narrator who frequently hides information from the readers. That's not the tragic story I'm looking for, fortunately. Nimona's plan was to become the sidekick to a newly termed villain Ballister, but when the heroes are not as good-hearted. Okay, not that one. Definitely not a travel book. Huh, this one is actually quite challenging. Animal Farm, the allegorical tale of anthropomorphic farm animals. I don't think a collection of poems. Definitely not that. Ooh, yeah, okay, so this one is quite hard, actually. Science fiction and a tragic story. Yeah. You've reached Sam. When the 17-year-old Julie loses Sam, the shared future they imagined dies with him and everything changes. All she wants now is to hear his voice again when she calls his phone. And against all odds, it doesn't go to voicemail. That's a good blurb for a book, actually. Very intriguing. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that one. Because the others did. How about this one? The God of Small Things. Dramatic story of twins from Kerala, India. They recall their childhood in 1969 as they grew up surrounded by family misery, political unrest, and forbidden love. Ooh, this might be good. Is this a fiction? Yeah, it is a science fiction, right? Or is it not? I think it should probably be the first one. I think it's maybe it's this one. You've reached Sam. Let me see. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, because it's not really a sci-fi, I guess. That one is hard. That's a hard prompt. I also love the lighting quality of this game. Like they did such a good job with capturing the sunset vibe or like the early morning vibe and the lighting quality of the place. I wonder if this game studio releases any other games. I don't think so. I think the name of the studio is Neoludic Games. I think this is their first big game that they released. But I remember having this game on my wish list in Steam for like a long time before they eventually released it. Yeah, they like know how to make a good atmosphere for each of the world that they have and the location. I want to save my money. So wait, maybe it is time for me to buy a round table. Let me do that. I want to buy a round table. And then I could then have that on, where should I put it? Let's see here. I'll put it here. And then some of these items, like, can I do? No, I cannot put that on top of the table. Marine biology device. Allow you to collect seashells. Oh, because I have that challenge that I have to collect 12 seashells. I forgot about that from the beach. What is this baby doll? I'll put this baby doll outside. It kind of looks creepy. And then maybe I'll put the... Can I put the seashell glass on top like that? Yeah. Okay. Confirm. Let's go to... Oh wait, so I probably complete this one. Yeah, so I complete this stamp. Sell 15 drama at the lighthouse. Is there anything that I could do? Buy 7 items. Oh, let's buy some items at the flea market. Although I might not have any money, but let's try it. Let's go to the flea market. Oh yeah, this game is on Switch as well. I forgot about that. Wait, where is the flea market? Is it in Waterfront Square? Cafe Liberty? Wait, where is the flea market? Oh, because the flea market is just every Saturday. I forgot about that. And today is only Thursday, so we cannot go to the flea market just yet. But let's see, maybe I should go to the beach so then I could collect some of my seashells. Bonfire on summer 28th at the beach, which is soon. 28th over there. Okay, let's go. I want to go to the beach, I think, right now. So this one. I have a Switch, but my sister has it right now. Because I just feel like I used to play Switch a lot more, and then as time went by, I felt like I was never satisfied with Switch games as much because they're so expensive and it never really kind of hooks me. And so I just kind of started switching to more PC games because of it. Like I love indie games, but Switch indie games are not as good sometimes. They can just be too expensive for me. But yeah, I think last time I played Switch, I played Dave the Diver. I do like that game, Dave the Diver. Although I didn't finish it to 100%. But I played it quite a lot. Now I will cry. Oh. Okay, let's put some crime books in here. Some fact books. Put some travel in there. Maybe some fantasy. I'll put some drama. I'll put more crime. Let's try to Actually, no. I'll want to push classic books because I have so many in my stock. So I should put more onto the shelf. Yeah, like a lot of Steam games, it can be quite cheap, especially if they're on sale. And so I feel like when I just buy a $2 to a $5, even like up to $10 type of indie games in Steam, if I end up not liking it, I wouldn't feel as bad that I bought it. Whereas with Switch, I feel like when I didn't like it, then I feel guilty about buying it. But I have been really curious of the new Pokemon game, the Pokemon ZA. Oh my god, they're building this like huge sand castle. That's like a building worth of a sand castle. Hello Kitty Island. I haven't played that game. I heard some good things about it. Oh my god, look at this sand castle. This is amazing. Wasn't there before. Oh yeah, I got the seashell. Is there another seashell I could collect? Or just one? Probably just one. So what should I pick? I can always go for a fantasy novel. Also, I like going on epic adventures in my reading, but nothing romantic. So fantasy, epic adventures, but not romantic. So if we look at the fantasy books, maybe we'll find something. A Psalm for the Wild built. In a beautifully futuristic world running on solar power and mutual aid, our protagonist, Dex, lives a very fulfilling life as a monk. Still, something is missing in their life, and something calls them on a journey into the wilderness. That might be a good option, actually. The Sea of Monsters. Oh, Percy Jackson. I love those movies. I haven't read the books, but I love Percy Jackson. Yeah, those Pokemon, the new Pokemon ZA, I don't know. I heard some really mixed reviews about that game because it is a newer mechanic of a game and it's technically open world, even though I think the biggest critique that I've heard is that the world is very limited to just inside the city. Am I correct? Like you cannot, whereas the Arceus game before, it was like an actual open world that you can go to. So with the ZA, people said that the mechanic of catching the Pokemons and battling are quite addictive. Like it's good, but the world building really sucks. So that's where the mixed reviews have been coming in, I think. Yeah, the world feels so empty. I kept hearing about that. Like it's just so kind of like not rich in details and it's not as intriguing. So Gregor the Overlander discovers a hidden world beneath New York City. Dangerous fantasy adventure. This might be good. Let me try this. Nice. I don't know if I have a stream schedule yet. I've been thinking about that lately. Because I don't know. I do like a Tuesday night. I feel like people on Tuesdays are a bit more, a little stressed out from work, but not as stressed out as a Monday. And people are a little bit bored sometimes on a Tuesday evening because there's nothing else to do. So I feel like Tuesday evening might be a good time for me to do my weekly streams. But then if I want to do, let's say, like twice a week, what day should it be? If you have any thoughts, let me know. I don't know if there's like a ideal time to do streaming. And probably evenings are better, right? Than the mornings? Maybe like a Sunday morning? I don't know. Saturday morning? Like people will be still sleeping though. Stressed out every day. Yeah, sometimes. I feel that. Okay, so this girl. So I'm looking for anything sci-fi. I like books that basically rip my heart out. I'm a fan of books like Parable of the Sower. What is that? In a dystopian world ravaged by climate change and corporate greed, a young woman embarks on a biblical journey to spread the seeds of a new religion in an attempt to redeem humanity. All right, all right. Okay, I don't have any more fantasy books left on my shelf. It. Should I recommend it to her? Wait, is the new It movie came out? I think it, or maybe it's coming out. I don't know if it's coming out or it has already came out. Yeah, those movies are scary though. Anything sci-fi? I like books that basically. Okay, so The God of Small Things. I really don't have any sci-fi. I don't think right now. Maybe this one, Maria Stewart. A Tudor Tale of Power, Betrayal, and Queens. Captivating drama and heart-wrenching decisions. Although it's not technically a sci-fi, I guess. About the trauma of slavery and how past hurt can linger like a ghost. Oh, that one might be a heart-wrenching, like rip my heart out moment for this girl that she's looking for. Sunday would be nice to help chase away the scaries of Monday. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I do a Sunday night. But then if I do a Sunday night, for example, it would be too close to a Tuesday night stream. I guess I could move my Tuesday to be like a Thursday night instead, or a Wednesday, maybe Wednesday night, Wednesday evening. Welcome to Derry is the new It. But it's a movie, right? It's not a TV show. It's like an actual movie of It, I think. Be like a sequel. I'm gonna go with the, where was it? It was this one. Let me try that. It. I don't think, yeah, because it's not a sci-fi. I don't have any sci-fi books, sorry. Wednesday might be nice. Yeah, and Sunday evening. Kiddo goes to bed early and I can hear what is going on. Yeah. Maybe I do I think maybe a Wednesday and a Sunday could be nice cadence. And then if I'm feeling like extra, I could do just like a surprise live stream anytime. But I feel like Sunday and Wednesday feels pretty doable. Challenge unlocked. Sell 15 fantasy books in a day. It has to be during summer, so I have to like finish it now. Because summer is almost over. Do I have to be at the beach to do that? Oh, I do. Okay. I want to finish. I want to reach that stamp. I want to get that stamp. Oh, it's a prequel to how it got to Derry. I didn't know that. Okay. I think I've only seen the first It movie. That's kind of like, it is sort of like the border for me in terms of like a horror movie. Because I cannot watch any movies that have ghosts in it. Like if there is any paranormal activity happening in the movie, I cannot watch it because it's like that feeling afterward, like the haunting feeling, and I couldn't go to bed. I couldn't take a shower. I couldn't close my eyes. Like it just like ruins me. And so I can do all kinds of thriller movies. I can do all kinds of horror movies that do not have ghosts in it. Like give me a gore movie, I'm okay with that. Give me like a serial killer kind of movies, I'm okay with that. As soon as there's ghost, I'm out. Okay, this one. Give me historical facts. Also, I like niche books for the most part. I really enjoyed Abridgment of Murray's English Grammar. Okay, what is that? Grammar is entirely made up. It cannot hurt you, but since most of us have to practice it anyway, why not make it fun with this early 19th century American school guide? Okay. So she likes historical facts. Traditional building techniques. I don't think she would like that. I guess that's a fact on historical. Entangled life, how fungi make our worlds, change our minds, and shape our futures. Are we talking about like fungi as in the real mushroom? Or are we talking like the mushroom to change our mind and shape our futures? They can make us healthy, make us sick, make us drunk or high, or oh, it's like both. Okay, or grow on our graves once we are gone. This is a funny book. Merlin Sheldrake lets us in on the secrets of the fungi. It's not historical facts though. Le Corbusier, that's an architect, I think. So probably historical facts. Traditional building techniques. I feel like this is the most boring book in on my whole shelf. The one time I went on a movie, it was a horror movie and I jumped too much, so the guy ghosted me. That's sad. I when I was in middle school, I watched this one horror movie called The Grudge. I don't know if you've ever heard about it. If anyone has seen that movie, comment below. But it was a Japanese horror movie, and I legit, it was such a nightmare after I watched that movie. Like I couldn't function as a human being. Like whenever I remember whenever I took showers, I would never close my eyes. When I went to bed, I would never want to Like I was just kind of like paralyzed in my bed, not wanting to move because I was so scared. I wouldn't turn off the lights. Like it was crazy. So that movie was absolutely terrifying. Do I really recommend traditional building techniques to her? I don't know. Is there a better one that's a historical facts? All of these are, I guess, not really. So I guess I'll have to give her traditional building techniques. Oh, okay. She likes it. Good. I get rid of that book. Yeah, that hand scene on the out of the head in the shower, that was so scary. And there was also that one scene where the person was going up the elevator at her apartment, and then the elevator has that like little window, so at every floor that she passed there's like a sighting of the little kid ghost on this like window in the elevator. But then of course she didn't notice that there was a ghost, but then it shows in the movie scene. Like that scene was also really scary to me. And then like she opened the elevator door, and then there's like this long hallway of this like really dark looking hallway. That was terrifying. And then the bell rang, and then there was no one when she opened the door. Oh my god. I'm like reliving it now. But that movie was probably one of the scariest I've ever seen. Vanilla? What is this? Oh, paint. Oh, I could buy paint. That's a vanilla color. That might be cool, actually. I should save some money first, I think. Okay, but what I want to do is I want to go back to... Actually, I want to go back to the beach because I want to get the stamp, the sell 15 fantasy books in a day before summer ends. Because what date is it today? It's the 26th already, so I only have 2 more days. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go back to the beach, and then I'm just gonna stock a bunch of fantasy books in here to increase the chance of getting sold. 15 fantasy books? Wait, that's like a lot though. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I could make it happen here. I'm gonna stock just like so many of fantasy books right now. I'll finish all of the stocks that I have of fantasy books. All right, let's see how this goes. Ooh, and then are there more seashells that I could collect today? Ooh, there's one. And 2. Okay, got 2 seashells. Okay, so this one, I need an absolute unit of a book, 700 pages at a minimum. That's crazy. Do you have anything like The Origin of Species? The Origin of Species, Charles Darwin's groundbreaking research on natural selection became one of the founding texts of modern biology and science. His discoveries were used to argue against a creationist belief system and created the grounds for a new study of evolution. So she's basically looking for like a heavy topic of a book that's a minimum of 700 pages, is what I'm getting here. But that makes it easy because then I could just filter. I'll just skim through and look at the pages number. Okay, this one is 928 pages. Anathem. What happens when all of the planet's intellectuals are shut off from the rest of the world? Left to ponder existence without ever experiencing it. Find out in this epic and ambitious sci-fi page turner. That could be a contender. Let's see if there's anything else. This one. Fire and Blood. Finally, an even more historical fantasy novel from the world of Ice and Fire, wherein all the messy relationships, wars, and secrets of the royal Targaryen dynasty are aired out. I don't think that was it. Let me see if there is another one. This one, 1,000 places to see before you die. That's not the same with what she likes. So I think it's gotta be this one then. Anathem. Perfect. I love hearing the sound effects too of this game. It's like very relaxing to just hear in silence. Ooh, I should click my watering can and my coffee machine, because when I click it, I usually get some benefits going on, and then a lot more people would buy my books during like the 20 seconds or so. Okay, this guy. I cannot live without sci-fi. Also, I'm ready for a 700. Oh, a lot of people really want more than 700 page book today. So sci-fi and 700 page commitment. Okay. I think I saw something that's like a sci-fi before somewhere. Where is it? Fern, pick out a few to hit 15. Yeah. Do I have books that are more than 700 pages still, or it has been taken maybe? Might have been taken out by someone else. These are all less than 700, I believe. Yeah, oh, this one. Well, this is the only one left that's 700 page, so I'll just try it then. It's probably, I don't think he'll like it. Oh, he is. He does. Okay, perfect. Oh, hi, your shop looks so lovely today, although you could use a few more plants if you ask me. Do you have a favorite plant? Succulent Strophanthus Petersianus? Garlic. I'm gonna go with this weird one in the middle. I don't know what that is. Sand Forest Poison Rope. Wow, you really know your stuff. What does that mean? Oh, it's a toxic plant.
Wow.
I thought she's gonna give me the plant, but I guess she's just asking. Okay, so this girl, something with a historical setting is a must. I still like children's books. Okay. I'm a fan of books like Around the World in 80 Days. So historical setting that is kind of like a children's book. In between it all are some of the most poetic character moments in writing. That's not about history though. Watchman emerged in the 1940s. Okay, that's like a bit of a historical setting. A charming collection of illustrated children's tales written by the famous Irish playwright. Is that historical setting? Maybe, yeah, because it's an illustrated children's tale, so just like a children's book that she's looking for. This is like a dystopian book, so no. Attack on Titan. Ooh, I love that anime, Attack on Titan. But that's not what she's looking for. The Dispossessed. Are you looking for feminist, anarchist, sci-fi? No. The Witch Boy. Okay, it's like a graphic novel for adventurous middle grade readers. So it's not a historical setting though. Ooh, The Green Mile. I love that movie, The Green Mile. That's an older movie. I think it won an Oscar or something back then. Kiki's Delivery Service. Such a classic Ghibli movie. I do like Ghibli movies. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh wait, no, this one. I think a charming collection of illustrated children's tales. But it doesn't have a historical setting, so maybe Watchmen is better. Let's try that. No, I guess that's not for kids, huh? Too bad. Oh my god, I've sold 12 fantasy books. I'm really hoping I could get to 15. 13 fantasy books. 14. Okay, just one more. Yes, minus 15. Yes, got it. I'm so happy. We got the stamp before summer ends. Should I buy something? I want to buy the vanilla color, the paint. And then I probably need to stock up on my fantasy books. Paperback fantasy. Let's buy this. And then let's see how that vanilla color looks. Trying to remember how I repaint. I think I clicked this right. Vanilla. Here we go. Maybe. Ooh. It's not a bad color. I'll do that. I'll use that color. That's not bad. Um, 27. Oh, it's the flea market day. Ooh, okay. I could go to the flea market, and then tomorrow, last day of summer, there will be a big campfire at the beach. So I'm curious to see how that is for tomorrow. But for today, let's go to the flea market. Let's just make the shelves kind of balanced. So I need some more crime books. I need some facts. Travel. And then let's put some classic in there. And then let's put a bit more classic just because I have a lot of stocks on that one. So with the flea market, what I really like is I could shop things. So let's see this one. It's an art dealer. Well, I guess I don't have enough money though, unfortunately. But I guess I like looking at them. So there's the art dealer, there's what is this one? What is this shop here? It's just a flea market dealer. Essential for all sand architects. Sand bucket, small bench, toy rocket. Oh, that's very cool. I just don't have the money. Yeah, collecting the money in this game is actually quite challenging. And then this one is plants. Oh, I would love to get some plants, but I don't have money. Oh, they have monsteras. I have monsteras at home. I started with just like one monstera, I think back in like 2019 or 2020. And then now I have like 5 monsteras. It just kept like, what do you call that? Like stemming them into new pots. They like grow so fast.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe just the game to be just a tiny bit more generous with the money would be nice. So then like you could actually like buy a lot of things. But I do like games that are a bit more challenging. Like when we were talking about Pokemon, for example, my number one problem with Pokemon games these days, I just feel like they're so easy. Like they're like if you played the older Pokemon games, maybe up all the way till like the Pokemon Sapphire, Pokemon Ruby era. So like what was that then? Like 2010-ish kind of is the threshold. All of those Pokemon games from the past, they're a lot more difficult and challenging, and there were always this sort of like hidden things that you can do to like unlock certain Pokemons in the game. But I just feel like the recent Pokemon games, they're just too easy. Especially like the Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu. Like I didn't like those Pokemon games. So that's my only critique. And I know they're currently developing, I think, like the next generation, right? And I heard the latest rumor is that the region will be based of Southeast Asia and especially Indonesia. And so I'm really excited for that, if that is true, the rumor. I'm curious to see when they will eventually announce it. But I'm really hoping, crossing my fingers, that the next Pokemon game will be somewhat more challenging. Oh, I got a bunch of books from him. That's nice. Thank you, Klaus. Yeah, I feel like I think Pokemon games will be hard to make it more challenging again because I think the target demographics these days are, are basically kids, and for Pokemon games, and I don't know why. I don't know why they made it so easy. Because even back in the days, it's also for kids, but they made it a bit more difficult. So, okay, this girl is trying to read more female authors, and she likes fancy schmancy novels. Also, she tends to enjoy the classics. So, like these brown books I have here are classics. So, female authors, like To Kill a Mockingbird feels like a fancy novel, right? Let's see what else. Moby Dick? That's not a female author though. Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile. Is that a fancy novel? Probably To Kill a Mockingbird is more fancy novel. Romeo and Juliet. No, I'll try To Kill a Mockingbird. Nice. Okay, she likes it. I wanted to buy one of those CDs over there, but well, they seem busy. I don't want to be a bother. I found some gems here before, but you have to have some luck. Anyways, well, it was good to see you. Bye, Fern. I wonder what should I play for my next stream. I'm thinking I want to play something like Whisper of the House, maybe. I do like that game. Because I also don't want to pick a game that's like too boring for a live stream. But I think Whisper of the House might be interesting. Don't you dare give me anything from this century. Okay, so this person wants something from a past century, sort of like the 1900s, basically. And I really don't want anything with magic in my book. However, I'm a big fantasy fanatic. So nothing from this. Kiki's delivery service is magic, so not that. The invasion. Only 90s kids will remember wanting the ability to spontaneously transform into an animal. So, okay, it's like an alien book. I really don't want anything with magic in my book from this century. Hmm. Peter Pan is magic, so not that. So probably like one of the kids' books then. I would say. Like The Invasion, for example. Or this one. Anne of Green Gables is the red-headed and feisty orphan girl you can't help but love. Let me try that one instead. Oh, that's sad. I guess that's not like fantastical enough. Ooh, she gave me those plans. The poison rope plans. That looks cool though. Stropanthus petersianus. The mighty Sen Forest Poison Rope. While equipped, plus 2% to fact sale chance, -1 to kits, -3 to customer count, plus 30% danger. I feel like there's a bit more harm to this plant than the benefit. Thank you, Anne. Ooh, a lot of people. I'm gonna click my watering can in my espresso machine. Okay, this one. I want some cold, hard facts, and I'm looking for something contemporary from this century, but no romance. They turn into animals to fight aliens. Yeah. Okay, so something contemporary from this century. From this century, meaning from the 2000s then. This one, what we don't talk about when we talk about fat. This revolutionary book aims to challenge the cultural attitudes and systemic biases behind anti-fatness and calls for a social justice movement that includes fat activism. Maybe. How about the others? The Magic Fish. An emotional yet hopeful YA. Oh, YA is young adult. That's what it is. I was wondering what that is. Hopeful young adult graphic novel about the son of Vietnamese immigrants. His parents struggle with their English, so how can Tien really talk to them about what he is going through? Will they understand when he tells them he is gay? Interesting. That's a good book. But that's not what she's looking for. I think it's gotta be the this one, what we don't talk about when we talk about fat, I think. Yeah. Perfect. Oh my gosh, it's the second to the last day of summer. So we can finish off summer together, and then I want to see just the first day of fall too, just to see how the environment changes. So that would be really interesting to see how the season changed. Okay, so now wall lantern, possibly. I don't want to spend money for it, I think. Let me see. So I don't think I want to equip my new plants because I feel like they're doing more harm. Right? Like I don't, and then there's like a danger plus 30% of danger. I don't know what that is actually. Like what would it do? What does that mean? So I think I am going to just go to the summer bonfire at the beach. I'm very curious to see it. So I guess today I'll just go to the beach, have a business day there, and then at the end, at night, they will have a bonfire. I guess I could go to another location. I don't have to go to the beach. Is there a stamp that I'm trying to collect? Not really. Not at the moment. I'll go to a different location. I'll go to wait, where are the other locations? That's weird. Wait, are you guys seeing this? This is weird. Is this a bug? I don't see the other locations. I only see Far Beach. Is it because it is this day and they have the bonfire, so I have to go to the beach probably? Probably, right? I don't think that's a bug. Okay, and then, so I'll just stock these things. Yeah, maybe I only got that one choice to go to the beach today, just for story-wise. It forces me to go to the beach this day. Let's put some travel books as well. Let's put a bit more crime, and then I'm still trying to get rid of my classic books, which has a lot of stocks, as well as my fact books. So I will do, let's put a bit more drama, and let's put more classic in here. Okay, yay, last day of summer. Exciting. Ooh. They finished the sandcastle. Bookstonians, castle enthusiasts. Yay, I got the stamp, the selling 15 fantasy books in a day. That's an amazing sandcastle. I wish that's real. Oh, I see some seashells. How many? I have 9 seashells now. I need 12 of them, so I need 3 more. I can always come back later. So this one, it needs to be suitable for an 8-year-old. I really enjoyed Peter Pan and Kensington Gardens. So that should be easy, I think. Any of the kids' books should be okay. Yeah, let me just do Anne of Green Gables. Or this one, Sailor Moon. I'll do Sailor Moon. Yay. That one is easy. Ooh, there's a lot of people now. Okay. Do you want to check out the sandcastle again later? I don't think we'll be playing there that much in autumn. I feel like I've been playing just exclusively cozy games. It used to not be like that. I used to play a bit more like RPG. Oh my god, there's a new location now that got unlocked, University. Ooh, that's exciting. I used to play League of Legends actually a lot back in college. I played for a few years because I used to play with my cousins.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, it just kind of like, I think my interest with gaming slowly changed. And I think my entryway to cozy gaming is definitely Stardew Valley though. I think that's when I like got hooked into farming sims, and then I really started looking into cozy gaming and indie games. So this girl says, okay, I want something short and sweet. However, I'll rage if I have to read another so-called classic. The Snowy Day is one of my all-time favorites. So short and sweet, but not a classic book. Short and sweet. So like, I only have a travel, drama, classic. Okay, I guess I will have to give her a like a drama then, or I guess a fact book is fine. The Magic Fish, maybe I'll just do that. Into the Sunset, The Magical West. I'll just give her the Magic Fish. Let's see. Ah, okay. She likes it. Got any wise words of encouragement? Good luck. You got this. Rock on. I'll do rock on. Ooh, I'm excited to see the bonfire. That would be a nice end of the summer season. So this person wants something magical, want to be enchanted, however, don't give me romance. Magical and enchant. I don't have any more fantasy books though. That's the problem. So just anything like magical and enchanting. Hmm. Um, the color purple, the Odyssey, Lord of the Flies. A group is suddenly stranded on a remote island. That's not magical and enchanting. Moby Dick. It has to be Moby Dick. I think it's gotta be Moby Dick. Yeah, I'll just go with that. Oh no. I guess it's not like magical enough. I just don't have any more fantasy books. So I probably don't have a book that suits her need. Hello there, it seems like your work is done for the day. Let me welcome you to our annual bonfire night. Ooh, exciting. Okay. Um. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, that's the bonfire. That is so cool. I love that. And I could talk to all the major NPCs. Fern, I really do want to get to know people. I don't know what to say to them, you know? But do you always know? I don't always know. It's okay to say the wrong thing. People ask the right questions. I'll say it's okay to say the wrong thing. And let's talk to Mariam. Let us not dwell on sentimentality. So tomorrow is just a Monday like any other, and you make sure to use your time wisely while you are still young. Aw. Harper, actually, I kind of look forward to classes. No one wants to admit it, but learning is the best. If you don't go to school, I'll know more than you so fast. Anyway, don't come looking for me on Monday morning, okay? I won't ditch class just to hang out with you, but I might come by the shop after school. But now I have some important business to take care of. Bonfire. And gosh, I feel underprepared for the start of the semester. To be honest, I feel like I'm glad I'm done with college or just like school. I don't think I'm like a school and learning kind of a person. Like I was good at it, but I didn't really enjoy being in school. Like people say college or high school are like your best years and stuff like that, but I don't feel like that. Yeah, I'm glad I am no longer studying. Walt, there's nothing better than a warm fire and the smell of the sea on a warm summer's eve. Yeah, bonfires are so underrated. Is my... Oh, so my bookshop is still open, but there's just no, Customers. Have I talked to everyone? Wait, did I talk to her? Did I talk to Tilda? Oh, okay, no, Tilda is the last one. I'm so glad we have such a clear night tonight. Did you have a chance to chat with everyone yet? If so, we could go ahead and get everyone together to burn the notes. I think I talked to everyone, right? Yeah, I think so. Yes, I'm ready. This is so pretty. I'm afraid of failure, but I need to allow myself the space to grow and learn. It's a good one. Even when I feel like no one understands me, I am not alone. I trust in my experience. I am not responsible for the decisions of others. That's a good one. I'm Klaus from Silence Libri, and this is a new song I'm working on. It's still a work in progress, but I'll call it the Hollow Halls of History.
Sleepless, no reply, dreaming of Kingdom High.
That's pretty good.
Pages always just outside of sight. When do they hide?
Oh, that's it. It's just like, that's pretty good though. I like that they incorporate that into the game. I am needed, Tilde. You think back on an eventful first summer in Buxtonbury, what would you like to leave behind? The memories of the place before, the fear of the new and unknown, the need to please others. What do I want to leave behind? I say the fear of the new and unknown. That's for me. Oh, that is such a good, heartfelt scene. They did such a good job with, like, I don't know, just like capturing the emotional aspect of this game. What does the future have in store for you? I will embrace the process. I will believe in myself. I will not shy away from difficulty. I will say I will believe in myself. Yeah, that is such a beautiful scene. I'm so glad I did this on a live stream and be able to share the bonfire. Oh, I love that. I really do. I really, really love that. And today's autumn now. Ah, okay. Buxtonbury University. That's the new university. I think I kind of just want to see what autumn looks like. I want to check out the university because I just want to see what the autumn looks like. And let me stock the books to just be balanced again. It's fantasy. Let's put drama. That is so beautiful. Oh, I love that. And the leaves are falling from the tree. Oh my god, I love that. That is so nice. Wow, yeah, I do love this. Autumn is always my favorite season. But they captured it so well. I love the falling leaves in here. Saint Buxton, poet thinker. No, this is not the end. This is just the beginning of the fall season. I know, right? ND Land, so cute and peaceful. I just think this developer did such a good job with this game. Like just capturing the not just the gameplay mechanic, but just like the feel of it, like the feeling, the emotional part of the game. I feel like they represented it very, very well, from the seasons, the little animation. It's subtle, like that bonfire scene. It's very simple, but it feels very like genuine, right? And the writing of the writing of the NPCs and stuff, they're very well done. I even love the kind of them releasing the paper to the fire, and then you see the paper kind of floating. Like it's just so it like flows really nicely. I just love this game. What are the things I could click on this location? Yeah, stuff. So it goes to the next season. So this is just the end of the summer season. This is the day 1 of the fall season now. So I still have a long way to go if I want to finish this game, because that's just like one season that I finished. My guess is probably the game, like to finish 100% of the game. My best guess is that I would have to go through all the 4 seasons, is my guess. So technically now I finished 25% of the game. Let's go through one of the fall days, and then what is this? Okay, I wouldn't mind something niche. I enjoy reading serious, sophisticated literature, and also I enjoy a good classic. So like a literature or a good classic. So this is classic. Okay. Between women of color, even in the face of great solidarity, friendship, and romantic love. So that's not really literature. The Odyssey, Lord of the Flies, Moby Dick. Literature. What is a good literature in here? Maybe this one, The Color Purple? I was unsure about the game when I first heard about it, but it looks so well done. Yes, Andy, I agree. I think this game is so well done. I've played a lot of cozy games this year, and I think Tiny Bookshop is like my top 3. It's definitely a standout so far of the year, but I don't see any other cozy games releasing in November, December that is kind of like a standout. That will be a standout. So yeah, I love this game. This is kind of like what I've been playing a lot, I think. I'm gonna try this color purple for her. Love it. She likes it. Okay, let's open the shop. So they're doing like an orientation for university. What are my top 2 games? Let me think. I think I really love Whisper of the House. I'm a sucker for pixel art games. And I think Whisper of the House is quite good in my opinion. There's like it's basically like a cleaning, organizing, unpacking kind of a game. But there is like a story that you're trying to follow. There's like this like darker undertone to it and like a mystery to the pixel town. I think I forgot what they call the town is. But I love a slightly mysterious, darker, cozy game. So that would be in my top 2 for sure. I'm trying to think if there's another game that I have been really enjoying. I would say, Kabuto Park came to mind. It's a very simple bug catching game, and then you can like battle your bugs with an NPC, and then you can like collect money. You can upgrade your bugs with it has like a leveling tiers with like different kinds of skills and moves. But with Kabuto Park, the mechanic of that game is so well done. Like it's very simple, it's very addictive, and it's just very easy to just like get started with the game. Like there's no tutorial, there's no anything. You just like play and then you get hooked into it. So in terms of the game mechanic, Kabuto Park is really well done, like very well made.
Oh.
I'll think of another game, and then if there's one that came to mind, I'll chime in again. Yeah, if you like organizing games, you would like Whisper of the House.
Wow.
I got a uni map. Find your way around campus with this helpful guide. Oh, and then I could equip it. I got -2 to customer count, but +1 student will come by today. There's one decorating game that I recently played called Twinkle By. That game was, I felt 50-50 about. I had a high expectation, I think, for Twinkle By in the beginning. And then when I played it, there were some things there that wasn't really like meeting my expectation. It's not so much organizing game though. It's more like a decorating. You like decorate the house with, and then you get guests and stuff. Okay, this one, I prefer books from this century, and I am partial to a good fantasy novel. Fantasy novel from this century. Inkheart? That's a fantasy novel. Let's try that. Perfect. There is one organizing cleaning game that I'm really looking forward to. They have a demo now. It's not the full version yet. It's called Poof Cleaning Services. If you check my channel, I actually played the demo in one of my older videos. I kind of like that game, so I'm really looking forward to when they actually release it in 2026. I don't think they've announced when yet, but I'm kind of looking forward to it, actually. I don't want anything academic. I'm a fan of books like the Devore family. Devore family. Okay, so fact, but nothing academic. Okay. I do not have any fact books. So I guess I couldn't find the right book for you. I'm sorry. I know, I love this game too. KCK Ni 1333. I have been really loving this game. I love to watch games played to see if I like it, so I'll check out a video. Yes, Andy, yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think. It's just a demo though for now. But I've always loved kind of cleaning games, and it's like well made too, which I love. So yeah, check it out. Ooh, I could buy a pumpkin and a dusty cobwebs. What is the pumpkin for? I got +5 to crime sale chance, +5 to kid sale chance, and -5 to classic. Okay. I kind of want to buy a pumpkin because it's fall, it's autumn. I need to get a pumpkin. And then I could equip it here. Let's see. Where's my pumpkin? And then the university map. Let me put the university map here. And then the pumpkin, I want to put it outside. So let me put this creepy baby doll back inside, and then I want to put my pumpkin outside. Here. And then I'll put my watering can. Where's my watering can? Next to my plant there. And I think that looks pretty good. Ooh, I wanted to change the roof color. I don't think I'm in love with the roof color and this floor color. Let me change the floor color first. Maybe like a blue? No, dark blue. Yellow? Ooh, I like that color. Like a turquoise or mint. Yeah, I like that mint color. And then for the roof, let's try not yellow. Oh, kind of like that pink. Or just like a red. That's a classic. Yeah, I like the mint color. What if I do mint there and like a green like this for the body of the trailer? Ooh, that looks cool. Maybe like this. Maybe that's fine. But then I want to change. But then if I do this color outside, the floor shouldn't be the same color. I want something that like pops a little, I guess, so it's not all muted stuff. Maybe for the floor. Oh my gosh, Kimbucha! It's so nice to see you here. Thanks for tuning in. Not purple. Maybe like a dark blue. I don't like that dark blue though. That doesn't look nice. I'm gonna spend like hours just doing this. Okay, let's do a vanilla floor color. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love this mic, by the way, Kimbucha. I love this mic. I've had it for like 4 years. I used to have a podcast actually. So that's when I bought this mic. It's held up like really well. Okay, so I definitely want to have a mint color somewhere. And maybe that mint is more like the body of the cart. I think a green roof looks nice because it matches well with the plants. You know what I mean? Why did I stop podcasting? So I was co-hosting it with a friend, but I think we just got kind of busy, to be honest. Like she moved, she used to live here in San Francisco as well, where I am now, but she moved to New York last year, and then like she was starting a new job, she got married, she wanted to have a baby, and then I was also kind of like busy, and then I actually went and like lived in Asia for 1 year the past year, so September 2024 to September 2025. So then it was just like we had to stop it. You can check it out. It's called Align by Line, like aligning by line as in line. It was basically like a podcast where we just talk about random stuff, but we use poetry as like the anchor. So we each write a poem at the beginning of the episode, and then we'll each read our poem, and then we just kind of like discuss it live and unscripted. So it's still up there. It just hasn't been updated for a while. I think this color looks kind of nice. I like having like greeneries, as you can see in my stream overlays and this like camera. I like having some greeneries. Even in my apartment, I just have plants all around. Yeah, being an adult is very time consuming. I do agree with that. It's so hard to make friends, I feel like, as an adult. And yeah, I love the time that I was doing the podcasting for sure, because like it also kept us kind of close, right? Like during the recording of each episode, we would do like an actual Zoom call with each other, so we see face to face that way. But yeah, it was a lot of effort too, and I right now I feel like I really want to focus on my cozy content creation and like doing live streaming and Instagram, TikTok, all of that stuff, and then also like full-time work. So So yeah, the podcast just kind of like fell off a little. Maybe we'll resume it in the future once she has her baby. Where was I in Asia? I went all over. I went to Japan. So I was working corporate job before that, and I was like saving for like quite aggressively maybe a year or two before I pulled the trigger of doing like a little corporate career break actually. So during my 1 year in Asia, I just did kind of creative stuff. That's when I started this kind of cozy content creation. I went to Japan for a bit, which was quite expensive. So I didn't stay for too long in Japan. And then I went to Bali, Indonesia for a bit, which was nice, but I feel like that island was so overrun with tourists. Last time I went to Bali was in 2007, and it was still that like what you think of a beautiful island getaway would be. Very few people, and then now it's just kind of like it lost its authenticity a little, I would say. So that was a little disappointing. But after Bali, that I went to. Where did I go? I went to the Philippines a little. It was okay. I went to Taiwan for New Year's. That was fun. Saw the fireworks going off Taipei 101 building, which used to be the tallest building in the world, in case you don't know. And then went to Thailand. Thailand is definitely the one that I spent my most time at because it's more affordable too, and it's just so easy to get stuff in Thailand, I'd say. So I kind of like that. And just the people are so friendly. Things are clean. I love all the night markets that they always have. It has the perfect blend of like city life, but also if I go to like the northern part of Thailand, it feels a bit more secluded and local. And then I went to Vietnam a tiny bit as well, which was beautiful. Went to my cousin's wedding back in Bali for a little bit. I went to Jakarta, Indonesia. I went to Singapore. I went to New Zealand, which was that was like probably the one of the big highlights because it's out of Asia, so it feels very different in a way, but also New Zealand is just gorgeous. So yeah, that was kind of like a 1 year trip, and then I came back to San Francisco and like started a new job and stuff. That's kind of like a really long answer to your question. But yeah, I'm happy to talk about those things. I always love traveling. What time is it? 9:44. Should we do one more day or am I done? Let's see, what day is it today? Autumn the 2nd. Let's see here. Do I need to buy any more books? I think maybe this one? Welcome back to the Bay. Yeah, I know. I do like San Francisco a lot though, so I'm not complaining at all. But yeah, I feel very grateful and just happy to be able to do that just take a break for 1 year and like do that, because I know that's something I've always wanted to do for so long. So it was definitely a trip of a lifetime, and hopefully I could do it again in the future. That's the hope, but we'll see. For now, San Francisco is home. Oh my god, they gave me so many fact books. Look at that. I have 70 fact books in my stock. Oh, okay. I think I feel pretty tired because it's almost 10 p.m. now. let me go to this view. And I love this. I love doing live streaming with you guys. It's so much fun, and I feel like, by the way, if you're new and you're just tuning into my live stream, this is my first ever live stream. So I'm like still figuring things out a lot, but I really enjoyed it, and I love that I could just be like actually talking with you all live. I know there's like a 2-second delay, but you know, it's live. And I'm still figuring out kind of my streaming schedule, but as of right now, I think I'm gonna go with a Wednesday evening, although not tomorrow because I'm doing it tonight, but like starting next week. I think I'm gonna do like a Wednesday evening and a Sunday evening is what I'm thinking, US Pacific time. If I'm feeling extra, maybe I'll like pepper in one more or two more somewhere, you know, throughout the week randomly as a surprise. But that's what I'm thinking, Wednesday and Sunday. Thank you, Kimbucha. Thank you. I'm glad you guys liked my first stream, and good, Danny. Sleep around 10. Don't sleep too late. We need 8 hours of sleep every night. I want to be out of fact books. Exactly. And yeah, thank you, Andy, for tuning in as well. I'm so glad I pulled the trigger and did my first live stream. I've always been so nervous about doing live stream, but I love the idea of it, and I know like I love doing cozy games. It's not like a first person shooting where I'm like doing things a lot and actively. It's like a cozy game, and I could just like hang out with you guys and talk, and while I play games and just talk about random things. So yeah, please tune in. If you're not subscribed yet, please do. And until the next stream, I don't know yet what I'm gonna stream next, but you know, stay tuned. I'll always kind of do like I'll schedule my stream beforehand, so you'll see on the thumbnail what game would it be and when. If you have any thoughts of what game should I stream, let me know. You can follow me on IG and TikTok as well, Cozy by Joshi. Same username. You can follow me there and let me know what your thoughts. But yeah, thank you so much again for hanging out with me on my first stream. Really appreciate it. And please have a good night, and I will see you in my next stream. Bye bye. See you soon.